For the past year, I've had a module called Character Design and Animation. The first half was to make us make a character. Second half was to animate it, using Maya instead of Blender, which we already learned, so I don't know why we were using Maya in the second half. Here's how I half-assed one animation, and it was the one that was worth more. 4 documents I have made over the past year. The way the module was broken up is that we had it for the full year, so 2 semesters. We had 20% project, 30% project in both halves. So 20-30, 20-30. So this is what I got out of my first CA. This was 20% of work. This is my character Claire. It started off as pixel art, and then it went to much worse traditional art, because I'm bad. Make him angry. No, he looks concerned there. And then wings, because he's going to be in heaven soon. God rest his soul. Yeah, I used Fire Alpaca for all this. Here we have to go through the principles of animation? No. Principles of motion archetyping. I don't remember this. Okay, so this is basically just building out the physical part of the character. My character, I don't know if you can tell, big Kirby. A lot of Kirby. Meta Knight in there. You can't hear it, but that's fine. This is the scene I was going to use. Originally, it was supposed to be 4 people working as a project in like a group, but we didn't do that. So this was good for 4 people, you know, 3 on the sofa, and then mine would be Gumball. I made a Pinterest board for it, for Claire, and then just put them all into this. So here we got some good stuff, actually. This is semi-useful. This is something I'd actually do. Color research here. Weight research, a lot of... we got the M&M's fellas there. This funny Earth guy. Sonic's very similar, I guess. Body language. Fella has to stim the whole time. That's what I was going for. Why am I white? Stop that. I got turned down all my lights. I said that like my lights isn't the sun. Posture, yeah. You get the idea. This is... I'm pretty sure this is the color palette I used in the end, yeah. I don't remember using navy, but the rest of this is in the character. Here is the idea. So this is a floor plan layout for the actual animation for the next project. So here we start off looking at trash. Trash Dylan is on floor. Oh, so my character was on the sofa, actually. So here we start on this scene, and then it's this one. And then we got all the characters in this one. So it's a close-up. It's not narrow. This one's a wide one. I guess this is narrow then. And there's actual sketches of it. Then I guess I just designed her. How am I halfway through the document? What else is there to say? People kept saying this was very phallic, and I tend to just float over that. I don't give much thought to it. Here's the assets. I was supposed to do like a traditional animation, or no, you're supposed to do like some sort of weird paper doll animation, I think. I don't actually even know still. I'm not sure what the actual projects were. The actual specifications were very loose. So there's me labeling everything. Chopped poor Claire up. Cute signature here. Documentation, this whole thing. Oh, I do have the work process. Okay, so this was a very bad initial sketch. And I tried doing, like, I don't know, harder shapes? What's it called? The contrast is very similar still. Doesn't have the weird suction cup hands and feet. Oh, no. She doesn't have the hand ones anymore. She's just a bob-omb, by the way. Weird, slim, toad-looking version instead. It's like a Mario mushroom. That's it. And I wanted her to be pixel art. That's my main thing. And here's a bunch of versions with different colorways. We got Watermelon Claire here, just swapping all the colors around. This is the one you saw at the very top, because I still wasn't sure which one I was going to be using. I did end up going with this one, but I actually would use this one. And then I made a model sheet for the pixel art one as well. Here's some of the GIFs I made. I was going to do some animations to prove to the teacher that I could actually use her for the animation. Thank God I didn't, because it was a lot of work. I didn't know we were going to be using Maya either. Oh, the sketches were physical. That looks so much better than the digital version. Oh, everything was digital. Or everything was physical first, I forgot. Every single one of my CAs, my projects were not done quickly. Or no, they were done with a bad amount of time left. At the first one, I got my character. This is Claire. This is who's in the thumbnail. Here's the second project. This one was worth 30%, so this was worth way more. I have 3 new Claires here, just recolored, because I did it individually again. It's the same story as the last one. I basically made the whole thing already. I edited the audio out of the video, and then just used that so I could sync it in... What did I use? What did I use for the actual animation? So here, it changed to pizza instead of trash. There's Claire with pizza. Also, I did it in 4:3. I don't know, I'm quirky like that. And then here's the wide shot as well. On a cat sofa with raccoon controllers. Got down. Timing notes. Oh yeah, I was supposed to do this whole mouth syncing thing. This part of the project was meant for showing that you can mouth sync. I did, but I did not follow this. I worked out like the syllables I wanted to change, and then I had like 4 different mouths that I wanted to use. 1, 2, 3, 4, it'd be like what, 3 and 4, so it'd be this and then this for people. That was not worth it. It was not working out with the time. Oh yeah, here we go. What did I use though? I did it all in Blender. Yeah, so I did it all in 2D Blender. Oh my god, I remember. So I actually had to layer these all. I grabbed all these assets and then it was like a 2D space. I was essentially using indexes. I was just layering each image. So that would be like, literally like I was making the Disney, what are those called? Animation cells. Yeah. I literally did it like animation cells. That's what I was doing, but in Blender, in 2D. And I was moving everything because I knew how to animate in Blender. I never opened Maya yet. So these are all the different assets I had. Oh yeah, you can see it here. So I added the background. And then I just, yeah, dude, this is sick. So I actually just moved them all. So there's the actual graph reflection. I wouldn't do 2D animation in Blender. Yeah, no, not for full-scale animations. What's wrong with that? No, I didn't mean practice with an S. Did I? Yeah, I animate in Fire Alpaca. Why did I do this in Blender? Some people just hand drew every frame because, yet again, the specs, we had no idea what was happening. Nobody actually knew if we were allowed to be animating like this or what we were supposed to be doing. Oh my god, yeah, when I did the mouths, yeah, I moved them up and down so that they'd be just out of frame. Like how you'd, like how NPCs disappear once they're out of frame. So I got a video. I might as well show this one off. Where is it? We slowly zoom in. You're not going to hear the audio because screw you. And then we zoom in again. These are just two static images. It is vaguely synced with the audio. Boom. And that was 30%. So yeah, that one was alright. Now this one, this is much cooler. This was character model and initial sequence. So we're doing the Maya. Maya is like a 3D modeling software and animation software. It is used in the industry. I don't want to use it. I'd much rather use Blender. I'm not going into 3D modeling. I'm not going into 3D animation. I might have to do it, but I don't want to. And this one looks much cooler overall. This one's much simpler to explain because we've already looked at all the old stuff. Oh, psych, I made new versions of the old stuff. I just broke it up into each part. So scene 1, 2, 3. And then here's an isometric floor plan. And then I scribbled out where the 12 animation principles, if you don't know them, just look them up. I don't have them here, hold on. Like Disney made animation principles and then there's 12 of them. 21 foundations. Okay, so 12 or 21. And I just went through each scene saying where certain ones would apply and made little sketches for some of them. This is what I used for my 4th project, that specific one. Oh wow, because I had most of the principles to show off. Modeling the character. This was actually probably the most fun I had. Most of the year was a problem for me because of my attitude. I didn't want to use Maya, so I was really against it. But it really wasn't that different from Blender. It's annoying. It's a worse program. It's way too many tabs and everything's hidden too. And it's not in places that I'd expect. It's terrible UI and UX, but I got on with it anyways. This is a typical thing for character model. You put in 2 versions of your model so that you can line them up. I did this in TechGraph a lot. Technical drawing. There was a nice smoothing feature. Having everything smooth was pretty good. That looks like Claire. Boom. Add some simple colors. Actually, not bad. This was fun to figure out. Even the rigging. Rigging was a little annoying, and I'm pretty sure I had to go back and fix this because it actually wasn't done. Or I just didn't understand how to use it. And then once you make one, recoloring it twice is really easy. Why are these so saturated? Jesus. So these are the materials, these are the colors. I don't fully understand it, but that's fine. Oh, that was just the characters. So now I'm making the actual model of the room as well. I did this in a cafe, Jesus. I really like the sofa. Here's everything. All these are very simple shapes, but this lamp was pretty fun to make. A race or like inverse of a cylinder inside of another cylinder. Most of these were fun. Okay, the actual blocking out part, I like this part. The modeling part is fun. The animation part, I didn't really like it. Light source is easy. My cameras at the start were good. I think CA2 and CA3, so the 2nd and 3rd project, are my best. Dude, this is so much effort. I really rushed the 4th one looking at this. Why is this here again? Oh, timing references. Yeah. Meta Knight stuff. I didn't use those videos. Damn, I'm just rambling in these too. Maya is a labyrinth of menus and tabs that's very hard to parse through. Yes, that's true. I agree with you, Past Jake. Before I show you this, I need you to know that I didn't know how to actually render, how to do a proper render in Maya. I used what's called Playblast, which is supposed to be like a test render. And the teacher said it was fine to use if you couldn't do the render or the render wasn't working right. I thought Playblast was rendering. I thought that was it. So I only uploaded Playblasts. So they look bad and they have stuff you're not supposed to be able to see in the render. So now we're gonna watch it. And you're still not gonna get audio because I'm not giving that. Hello, fly. Okay, here we go. Ooh, look at that camera work. This is supposed to be... Ooh, look at that head tilt. Ooh, why did she teleport? That's a static image for like 6 seconds. But that's meant to be the timing of the video, 11 seconds. That got me 64 out of 100 because it was supposed to be like a block out. This is a block out. The animation was a block out. This is good work. For setting up for the final animation, this was good. I'm proud of this. CA4 is much worse. I really dropped the ball. So this is the final image. I did the flat color version. I didn't even try to make it look better. Yeah, I regressed actually. That's the opposite, I progressed. So I had to make the final animation. So what I just showed you, I was supposed to make a better version. And I was supposed to really focus on the animation principles. I wanted to increase the appeal of the room and animate purple glare. Here's the ones from the second CA, I think. This is all the things I was going to do. Oh, this was sick, actually. I made a puppet of Claire. I'll upload the raw stuff. Well, some of the raw stuff, too. We had an IKEA lamp, and I was looking for anything, because we had to get, like, reference video. There's points going for a reference video. So, like, you're supposed to act it out yourself. But I wanted to use, like, an actual puppet. So I made one out of paper and yarn, and I just stuck it onto this big IKEA lamp. You can't hear that, so that's fine. Yeah, I spent so much time on this. I hope this gets me a lot of marks. This one hasn't been graded yet. The other 3 have been. I'll show you my grades for each of those. There she is. She's on the sofa. This was fun. I didn't plug her in, but this is like what they do with the Warhammer painting. When they have like they have the figures on the cork so that they can get them better. That's my big grip, my Claire grip. I don't think I looked at this video once while making the animation. I did not have time. I spent 2.5 hours just making this. I had maybe like 13 hours left to submit the project. I'm bad at time management, it turns out. Animating. The animation was fine. Here's the graph editor for it. Everything broke for me in this. Increasing the appeal. I just added colors to everything. To the floor, to the lamp. I messed around with the lights. I'm sorry, this is an 8-page document. I was expecting much more. Yeah, CA4 is bad. Yep. Look. Vaguely animated. That was 5 seconds. It was supposed to be 10 seconds, but that's fine. This is also what a play blast looks like. Woo! I do like that she charges up. The controller falls. I like that. Out of 30% though, I hope that puppet better be pulling its weight. Probably took more than the animation. I think I had 3 minutes left when I submitted that. Here we go. Here's my grades. So, that first one, 10.6 out of 20. For the first one, really good. I like that. Need 40 to pass in Ireland, by the way. 63? Ooh, damn. 63 on the second one? Also really good. I didn't do bad. I have about 29% then, out of the first half of the year, out of 50. That's okay. And then it's 20 times 0.64. I'm like 1% under. No. Oh, yeah, I just barely passed with the third one. So I've like 40-ish% out of 70%. The last one is making sure I pass, but it's not. I'm bad. That fourth one was bad. And that's fine. I'm not there for the grade. I was there for the first half of that. The first half of that was great. Second half of that, I hate Maya. I'm a Blender boy. Thank you very much.